yesterday and the few days before that, I was doing a lot of really, really strong, really powerful sessions on here. And I was definitely feeling that shift. I felt a lot in my heart chakra, particularly. Heart and throat, but definitely heart. Oh, so this is energy coming out on the other side of this full moon portal. Again, we are still in like the shadow period, but this is kind of the energy we're moving into. And remember, before, right, we had Son of Earth come out. So now we're having this transitioning through Son of Earth into Father of Earth. So for a lot of us, especially if you're here now and you're resonating with this collective reading, there's a big part of your masculine energy that is maturing. Hello, hello. Adjust this a little bit. Okay. Oof. Yes, daughter of fire. Okay, put one more. Yes. Love it. Love it. Okay. So, the way I'm seeing this, moving into this Father of Earth energy, right? This is like mature 3D reality mastery. Maturity about your physical body and what it needs. Maturity around your financial situation, your stability and foundation within your home, within your career, within your income, within family dynamics. Like, this is talking about really understanding, really tuning in with the frequency of staying present enough to know when things need more or less, and accepting the changes as it comes, but not losing that vision, right, of a very strong, very grounded, very stable foundation energetically, especially within yourself. So this emanates outward, right? Like, I see kind of a sister card to this as being like 10 of Earth, wealth, where your external reality is a direct manifestation of your internal reality, this strong, grounded masculine. And if we're having a strong, grounded masculine, it then can hold space for our inner feminine that is still maturing when it comes to certain energies, which for us, on the other side of this moon, is passion, desire, motivation, right? So a lot of times people associate that energy, the Mars energy, the action energy, Aries, fiery. It is a more masculine kind of energy. However, that energy can be channeled into anything. So it's not just grinding and getting things done. It's also the energy of commitment and drive and inspiration. So if you can continue to channel that energy, right, from a grounded place, you will know where to channel it. And with this specific cards, it's talking about into creativity. I would like to read the book on the sun. Not me pulling right to it. Daughter of Fire. Look at her doing her thing, vibing. Self-actualization, inspiration, love, faith, courage, hope, innocence, earnestness, and sincerity. Also an unwillingness to bind yourself. So this is like, because you've taken care of the necessities of your 3D reality and what needs to happen to really anchor and ground you, keep you safe, keep you focused and structured, you're able to tap into this wild woman energy is really what I'm hearing and feeling. This part of your feminine that just wants to be free, and that part of you that doesn't want to be stressed out about order, structure, deadlines. This energy can come out only when you've utilized your mature masculine wisdom and energy to build that structure so that you can roam free the way that feels best to you. Like, yes, you can be that person that dissociates so far away from your physical reality that you're not stressed about how your rent is not getting paid. However, imagine the space of, I've already set it up so that my rent is paid and I know I don't need to worry about it. That energy, that frequency, you can stay way more fully present consistently without dipping into the dissociating energy, which is really what this moon has been assisting us with. Be honest about how you feel it, let it go, don't dwell, and then you'll be more of a clear channel for where you want to go, what you want to do, what your passion, your desire, your true inspiration and motivation in life is. It doesn't matter if it's one thing, multiple things, whatever that is for you. You have now acknowledged what needs to happen to really tap into and stay tapped into that place. No matter what's happening around you, no matter what dips occur because you're going through different levels of your evolution, your consciousness shift, etc. It's happening on all these levels, right? Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and then physically, the 3D reality is kind of the last thing where those next levels up start to really ground in. So there was this part of you, right? This passionate energy that was driving you forward, making things happen, and then, most likely we've reached a higher frequency where more lower vibrational energy, especially in our cells and our DNA, related to ancestral subconscious programming that was passed on to us, gets released, it moves out, and then we have the opportunity to either continue and hold on to whatever of that energy is left in us, or let it go. Don't take it seriously. Be like, oh, that's just coming up to leave. It's not a big deal. I'm not making decisions based off of that energy or that way of thinking. I can already tell the difference. That's not for me. No, thank you. I'm moving in this direction. And now we've let that go. And we come to the next level of continuing to ground, allowing ourselves to tap into whatever is coming next in our journey around this, which may be previous desires and inspirational projects, etc. Either we're moving into a different space, we're realizing we're way more passionate about this other thing and we want to commit more time, or something we've been sitting on for a long time that we've already known lights us up and we haven't made enough time or created enough space to tap into it fully. Well, now you are. And it came with this this full acceptance of what it's going to take and what's necessary to handle your 3D reality. This is definitely giving those of us in the collective who are definitely more on the spiritual, emotional side, definitely connected to other realities, very high vibrational frequencies, energies, different forms of ourselves in different dimensional realities from different galaxies, planets, etc. It's really challenging to navigate what's going to work best for us while we're incarnated as human, because we're so aware that this is not all there is. We can never tap out of that. However, we can tap out of what's necessary for this human body to thrive, because we're like, it's too much anyways. They're heavy down there. Everybody's mean. It's not cute. However, a lot of this energy is like, you've come to the realization that this is just what it is, and you're just nourishing and nurturing and being grateful for the parts of you that are human, and you're being patient, you're being present, you're not leaving the situation either not so often or like hardly at all. The continued effort and inspiration to keep going in that direction, really just leaving behind the dissociative activity. We're in a new phase of this. Ace of Fire. This is a new reality. I'm feeling like quantum leap, which is like a lot of us have been doing this work and trying to figure out where to continue to get better and improve. And then there were parts through this moon where it was just emotion that you needed to let go of. Emotion that clung to these older ways of being, ways of thinking that kept you feeling like you were safe. However, they're no longer serving you. We've come to accept, we've come to leave the denial around that's just not for us anymore. We don't need to cling, we don't need to hold on to it anymore. I'm going to read this Ace of Fire too. We have the sun strong. Sun energy, solar energy has been coming through really strong. Today I was doing a session, a private, and I played the solar plexus bulb the longest. It was resonating. I was feeling it. Very strong in my heart chakra. Okay. Ace of Fire. Power, vitality, transformation, sustained courage, joyously forging ahead, impetus to expand, strong self-confidence. These flames are sacred, not merely a sign of rising strength. They also hint at the possibility of a higher spiritual awakening, moving into that next level of fully embodied sovereign power. You now have access to an internal reservoir of sustained fiery power. Use it to expand your horizons as you master the tasks that the new phase in your life brings. Your consciousness will expand even further beyond anything you can now conceive. So whatever it is that's happening in this space, I definitely feel like there's new challenges that are presenting themselves to a lot of us, but there is a very different energy behind how we're approaching those challenges, right? Seeing them as expressions of parts of our energy that we're just working through, right? It's not because we're moving backwards, because, we're not where we're meant to be. We're always where we're meant to be. And that's a decision. You can decide, you can communicate however best feels good to you, communicate whatever you believe in, having that connection to the world around you, to each other, really acknowledging, what do I desire most? Am I really moving with integrity, aligned with that path that I'm asking for? Because if it's not here yet, there's a reason why. It's not like, oh, it's just not for me. Oh, it's just, no. Like if your desire in your heart is unending for whatever this project, this passion, this desire of how you really want to live your life, then it's meant for you. And this is just the part in the journey of trial and error. But there's a renewed faith around this process of trial and error. This is a different phase of trial and error because we have this stronger foundation within our own energy and our own 3D reality. Regardless of what's going on, we have that foundation within ourselves, and we know that whatever's going on, we can rebuild from scratch if that's what's necessary. Okay. Forge ahead full steam and with great confidence. For the moment, nothing can stop you from manifesting your vision. You are riding a wave of fresh, enthusiastic energy. What you embark on now will be successful, be it a project or a relationship. William Blake put it succinctly, energy is delights. Aliveness is sheer bliss. Just being awake with the life force within can make you ecstatic. In a state of exhaustion, nothing looks promising because there is no energy left to motivate and uplift. But charged with high energy, we become aware of the natural bliss that is constantly filling us. Use this opportunity, flow with this vibrant stream of newfound power. And the fact is, it was always there. It was always accessible. And a lot of the time, it's about letting go of denial, about what your situation right in front of you is, fully accepting it, and then making decisions from a place of honesty, of truth, of self-accountability, genuinely accepting what the truth is so that you can make decisions on how to move forward, to change it if you don't like it. But if you're always dissociating from it, if you're always trying to leave what your life is, you're so unhappy, you're still in it. You're just avoiding the truth about what it really is, and also that there's something that can be done. And a lot of that change coming forward is not just about these 3D things, right? Creating the foundation, having a strong sense of self, having a strong awareness around what your body, mind, and spirit need to stay aligned and attuned. And also, what is it all for? This card is like, what's really driving you? What really excites you about being alive and being human and being here right now as the being that you are? Not trying to be anything, not trying to copy anyone, not trying to figure it out, but just what comes forth through you naturally, and what always has. A lot of us, all these signs were there in our childhood, and maybe we were shut down, or we shut ourselves down, or whatever the case may be. This is a period of reclamation, reclaiming these parts of yourself that are thrilled to be alive. Okay.